inspiring, ingenious, beautiful, informative, persuasive, funny, jaw-dropping, fascinating, courageous. All of these words have been used to describe TED Talks. What makes a TED Talk a TED Talk? As the organization TED.com puts it, TED Talk speeches communicate ideas in short, powerful presentations. Their events involve carefully prepared talks, demonstrations, and performances that are idea-focused and cover a wide range of subjects to foster learning, inspiration, wonder, and provoke conversations that matter. Congratulations on deciding to develop your own TED-style talk. At its core, a TED Talk is about effectively transferring a meaningful idea to your audience. So you're not so much choosing a topic for your talk as finding your powerful idea. The curator of TED Talks, Chris Anderson, whom I've used as a resource for these videos, refers to this as gifting an idea to the audience. You can't force an idea on someone, but you can share an idea in such a way as to inspire someone to openly and enthusiastically accept it. As you've probably already noticed, TED Talk topics are wide-ranging. For example, magic tricks and the brain, the uses of bamboo, what it takes to hold your breath for 17 minutes, the value of vulnerability, and on and on. Some topics are narrow, others are broad, some are personal, some are universal. Some talks are short, maybe only 5 minutes, and some reach the maximum time allowed of 18 minutes. There's a lot of variety. Before we go further, we should probably take a brief detour to talk about the types of talks you should avoid. If you were to give your talk at a sanctioned TED or TEDx event, they do have stated restrictions on certain topics. These include, with some exceptions, speakers promoting their own products or their companies' products or businesses, pseudoscience, and unsubstantiated scientific claims. They also prohibit talks with an inflammatory political or religious agenda and polarizing, unresolvable disputes on these topics. For the purpose of creating your talk, we'll use these same guidelines. Also, in the topics to avoid category, keep in mind that a thing is not an idea. Some speakers are inclined to focus on describing some thing in detail. Maybe it's a hobby or some subject you find interesting or an organization you're a part of. A TED Talk is about why it matters, so by all means talk about the thing, but be sure it's in the service of an idea that matters. For example, how did this thing cause you to look at something differently? What interesting lesson did you learn from this thing? How is this thing causing change in the world? All right, back to finding your powerful idea. Step 1 is brainstorming. Give yourself a half an hour or so to come up with as many ideas as you can. Here are some areas to ponder. Something you're currently or were recently very excited about. Something you were really angry about. Things you feel very proud about. Recent work or projects you've done. Things that you're knowledgeable about that are really interesting. Thoughts on how things realistically could or should be, and so on. When narrowing down your topic, consider this checklist. Is it new? Is it interesting to a broad audience? Is it realistic? Am I passionate about this? Does it inspire curiosity? Will it make a difference to the audience to have this knowledge? Is there enough time to adequately cover this topic? How will I connect this idea to what most people know or care about? Can I make a beginner understand? Can I explain why this idea matters? Your topic doesn't have to meet all of these criteria, but the more the better. Finally, on the topic front, you want to be able to state your powerful idea in 1 to 2 sentences. For example, more choice actually makes us less happy. Vulnerability is something to be treasured, not hidden from. Let's bring on a quiet revolution, a world redesigned for introverts. This 1 or 2 sentence phrase is referred to in the TED world as your through line. I prefer to refer to it as your framework or theme. Whether you're giving an intro, anecdote, historical context, solution, implication, or conclusion, you want that piece of the narrative consistent with your framework. Finally, write down why your idea matters. What is the impact of this idea in small and/or large ways? Be sure to watch all of our videos in this series to learn more about building your talk, having a compelling start and end to your talk, owning the stage, effective visuals, and how to practice your talk. Until next time, thanks for watching.